intriguer, 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 intrinsic value, intrinsic value, intrinsic value, intrinsic value, argilliferous, 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 intrinsic, 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 intrinsical, 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 intrinsically, 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 intro, 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 introductory, 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 introspective, 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 introversion, 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 arginine, 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 introvert, 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 introverted, 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 intruder, 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 intrusion, 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 intrusive rocks, intrusive rocks, intrusive rocks, intrusive rocks, intrust, 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 intuit, 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 intuition, 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 argle, 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 intumescence, 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 annulin, 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 inunction, 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 inundate, 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 inundation, 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 inurbane, 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 unutile, 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 inutility, 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 invaginate, 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 argon, 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 invagination, 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 invalid chair, invalid chair, invalid chair, invalid chair, invalidate, 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 invalidism, 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 invalidity indemnity, invalidity indemnity, invalidity indemnity, invalidity indemnity, invalidity insurance, invalidity insurance, invalidity insurance, invalidity insurance, invalidity, 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 invaluable, 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 argosy, 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 invariability, 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 invasion, 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 invective, 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 inveigh against, inveigh against, inveigh against, inveigh against, inveigh, 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 inveigle, 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 inveiglement, 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 argo, 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 invention, 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 inventor, 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 inventory investment, inventory investment, inventory investment, inventory investment, inventory rate, inventory rate, inventory rate, inventory rate, inventory, 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 inverse correlation, inverse correlation, inverse correlation, inverse correlation, inverse current, inverse current, inverse current, inverse current, inverse operation, inverse operation, inverse operation, inverse operation, inverse ratio, inverse ratio, inverse ratio, inverse ratio, inverse, 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 inversely proportional, inversely proportional, inversely proportional, inversely proportional, inversely, 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 invert, 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 invertase, 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 invertebrate, 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 inverted comma, inverted comma, inverted comma, inverted comma, inverted volt, inverted volt, inverted volt, inverted volt, argue for, argue for, argue for, argue for, inverted, 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 inverter, 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 invest money, invest money, invest money, invest money, investigate, 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 investigation method, investigation method, investigation method, investigation method, investigation, 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 investigative journalism, investigative journalism, investigative journalism, investigative journalism, investigative reporter, investigative reporter, investigative reporter, investigative reporter, investigative tour, investigative tour, investigative tour, investigative tour, investigative visit, investigative visit, investigative visit, investigative visit, investigative, 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 investigator, 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 investment bank, investment bank, investment bank, investment bank, investment banker, investment banker, investment banker, investment banker, investment banking, investment banking, investment banking, investment banking, investment bills, investment bills, investment bills, investment bills, investment bond, investment bond, investment bond, investment bond, investment budget, investment budget, investment budget, investment budget, investment capital, investment capital, investment capital, investment capital, investment certificate, investment certificate, investment certificate, investment certificate, investment company, investment company, investment company, investment company, investment council, investment council, investment council, investment council, investment credit, investment credit, investment credit, investment credit, investment goods, investment goods, investment goods, investment goods, investment incentive, investment incentive, investment incentive, investment incentive, investment incentives, investment incentives, investment incentives, investment incentives, investment income, investment income, investment income, investment income, argumentation, 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 investment list, investment list, investment list, investment list, investment reserve, investment reserve, investment reserve, investment reserve, investment share, investment share, investment share, investment share, investment shares, investment shares, investment shares, investment shares, investment, 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 investor, 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 invigilate, 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 invigilator, 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 invigoration, 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 invincibility, 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 invincible, 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 inviolability, 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 inviolable, 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 inviolate, 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 invisibility, 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 invisible failure, invisible failure, invisible failure, invisible failure, invisible ink, invisible ink, invisible ink, invisible ink, absorbent cotton, absorbent cotton, absorbent cotton, absorbent cotton, aria, 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 invisibly, 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 invitation to bid, invitation to bid, invitation to bid, invitation to bid, invitation, 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 invite tenders for, invite tenders for, invite tenders for, invite tenders for, inviting, 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 invocation, 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 invoice amount, invoice amount, invoice amount, invoice amount, invoice book, invoice book, invoice book, invoice book, arid climate, arid climate, arid climate, arid climate,